In a small seaside town, where the horizon was often hidden by mist, there lived a woman named Claire. She ran a tiny bookshop by the corner cafe, the kind of place where time seemed to move slower, and the sound of turning pages blended with the waves outside. Claire loved quiet mornings. She believed silence was her companion, something she could control until the rain came. That autumn, it rained for days without pause. The sea was restless, the wind howled through the streets, and her little shop became an island surrounded by noise. Customers stopped coming. Books near the windows grew damp from the mist, and Claire, who once found comfort in solitude, began to feel trapped in it. On the third day of the storm, the door creaked open. A small boy stood there, soaked, shivering, clutching a torn backpack to his chest. He couldn't have been more than 8. His cheeks were red, his eyes wide and lost. "Come in," Claire said, surprised by the sound of her own voice. She gave him a towel, then a mug of warm cocoa. They sat in silence, the rain filling every empty space between them. After a while, she asked softly, "Where are your parents?" He stared at the window. "Dad's out there." "He's a fisherman." The storm came too soon. Claire's chest tightened. She looked toward the dark, endless sea beyond the street. There were no boats in sight, only waves breaking like glass. Hours passed. The boy curled up in a chair, half asleep, and Claire sat beside him, listening to the storm that now felt like it was breathing through her walls. Every clap of thunder made her flinch. Every gust of wind brought new worry. But the boy, even in sleep, looked peaceful. And that unsettled her more than the storm itself. She realized he wasn't afraid of the rain. He'd grown up with it. It was she who resisted it, who fought against what she couldn't control. Claire leaned back, closed her eyes, and began to listen. Not as someone trapped by noise, but as someone learning a new language. The rain no longer sounded angry. It sounded alive. And within its rhythm, there was something almost kind. A reminder that even chaos has its pattern. When morning finally came, the storm had passed. The air smelled of salt and wet earth. The boy woke, stretched, and ran to the door. His father, soaked and weary, was waiting outside, his boat docked safely after the long night. The man looked at Claire and smiled. "Thank you for keeping him dry." Claire smiled back, and before the boy left, he turned and said, "It's nice, isn't it? The rain, it makes everything clean again." When they were gone, Claire stood at the doorway for a long while, watching the sunlight glisten on the puddles. And in that quiet, she realized something. The silence she had always sought wasn't found when the rain stopped. It was born the moment she stopped fighting it.